Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I made this channel because I'm going to be talking about some really crazy things, and I would like to keep my identity private only because maybe the characters that I'm going to tell in the story, I would like them to give a sense of privacy just in case if this ever gets anywhere. So my topic today will be about pegging. So for those of you that don't know, pegging is when you as a female put a strap on and have sex with your boyfriend. My first time I found out about pegging was actually this random guy told me about it, told me this is what he's into, blah blah blah. So that's how I know the term. So I was seeing this guy for a couple of months and everything is going well. He was short, but he was still taller than me. But he had a great job. He was making six figures. He lived in Manhattan. I could see the Empire State Building from his room. And we were seeing each other for a couple of months, and he seemed really sweet. We talked all the time. He's always giving me like cute little gifts and stuff like that. So after stuff is going well, me and him decided we picked a day for him to celebrate together because my birthday was coming up. So, like every girl, I turned into like a little princess on my birthday. So I was making big plans, and I realized I never included him in my plans only because we was just like seeing each other, but he wasn't my boyfriend. Like we never had that discussion, but we were seeing each other, and I was monogamous, I'm not sure, in his end for like a good 3-4 months. So when he came to, when it came closer to my birthday, this guy that I was dating before him contacted me and wanted to be my date for my birthday party. And I was just saying, like, how dare this guy wants to be my date? But I'm like, let's call this guy Zach. And I was like, oh my God, how Zach is going to feel. I never invited him to my party, and when I talk about it, I'm talking to him about it. So I call him up and I was like, "Hey, if you and your friends want to come down over here in Long Island City, I'm throwing a party, blah blah blah. If you want to come, no pressure whatsoever because I already know we're celebrating the following day." Who told me to say that, ladies and gentlemen? He stopped talking to me. After talking to me for, let me see, October, November, I'll say about 3 or 4 months, he disappeared because I invited him to my birthday party. With that being said, I decided to, I got in a new job, I decided to move on with my life, and then he comes and contacted me. And when he contacted me, I asked him, what did he want? I told him I didn't know what he thought I was to him before, if I was just ass to him. But if that's what I was, I'm definitely not going to be there now because you lost it. Whatever we had, it was gone. And he's, of course, the same thing that guy is saying. You're a nice girl. You're a great girl. He said that the invite to my party made it seem like we were getting serious. It scared him. He felt pressured. And he's just so sorry for his absences. And I still needed my space after that because I'm like, you know what, he fucked up. Because if you're seeing each other, someone for 4 months, and you're sleeping with them to up advantage, that's wrong. So with that being said, I didn't talk to him for a couple of weeks, and then him and I started to talk again. And when we started to talk again, he told me that he fantasized about me having a strap on and he sucking it, and and then me pegging him. But he didn't use the term pegging because he didn't know that's what it was called. He used the word, he was just saying that I turned him over and I put it inside of him. And I was like, oh, pegging. And he was like, what's that? And I'm like, that's what it's called. So, of course, when I heard that, Lord Jesus, I was scared. I didn't know what to think. Here I was talking and talking to this guy for 4 months straight, and he's hot. He had these deep blue eyes, this blonde hair, and he's making six figures. He's so sweet and generous. We lay down in a bed together and we talk about his family. And all of a sudden, he told me he wants a dildo on his ass. So my next question is, do you think you like guys? And he was like, no, he's never been attracted to men. And I didn't know how to take it. So how I became okay with it was I had a lesbian friend who told me that, I should feel a certain way, that he's okay with wanting to feel that sexual pleasure. Like whatever, this is a while ago. So whatever advice she gave me, she's basically saying that, it's okay to embrace your sexual pleasure. Needless to say, I think that I've never met a black guy who is into fetishes, but white guys, not all, but most, if they're not dominant, they want to be submissive. If they're not submissive, they want to try pegging. They're really into trying a whole lot of things. So, I didn't judge him because of it. At first I felt a certain way, but I'm not a judgmental person. To me, I was like, oh my God, it makes sense why we was having a great 4 months, and we talk about like kids and family and his grandparents, for him to up and leave like that because maybe he wanted to try digging his ass. That's what I thought. So anyway, my advice to people who wants to try pegging, or your boyfriend is submissive, is, if you're not afraid of it, give it a shot. Like, I've never owned a dildo, I never pegged anyone, but I'm not going to lie, I stuck my finger up a guy's ass before. Some people like it, some people don't. I believe in pleasing your partner, and if you don't feel comfortable with that, maybe that person is not for you. I honestly, I was talking to this really nice guy, and I found out that he doesn't like to give oral sex. He texts me, and then I contact him and I was like, look, I'm sorry, I won't be seeing you again. And he's like, I'm sorry to hear that. Why? And I'm just like, when you told me the story that you don't really like to give oral sex, and that you do not want to pleasure someone unless you're really in love with them, I knew that I did not want to have a sexual relationship further with you. And we could only either be strangers or friends. But I don't feel like I should be seeing you again. Because I know that's what I need. So yeah, well, give me feedbacks. That story, that pegging story, was from a long time ago, so I'm definitely more knowledgeable about other things, and I'm happy to help anybody or give any advice or tell some stories. So yeah, let me know.